Hey Hawks, I'm Mr. Wood. I'm one of the school counselors here at Mill Creek, and I oversee the GHP or Governor's Honors program here. And we brought our highly talented GHP finalists from last year to speak to all of you, to give you some tips and share a little bit about their experience. So for all of you that are nominated or interested in GHP, we just want to make this video for all of you. So I hope you enjoy.
My name is Kayla Foran, and I went to GHP for visual arts.
My name is Bella Demizio, and I went to GHP for science with the concentration of chemistry.
I'm Taylor Keister. I went to GHP for dance.
My name is Yusra Zalmiar, and I went to GHP for visual arts.
My name is Audrey Manson, and I went to GHP for science with the concentration in biology.
All right, Kayla, so we're going to start with you. What is GHP?
GHP is Governor's Honors Program, and they take a specific group of nominated kids to focus on a certain major and just have a unique learning experience.
All right, Bella, what does it take to be nominated by your teachers for GHP?
I would say you don't have to have the most perfect test grades or anything to be nominated. You just have to show a strong passion, determination, a good work ethic, and a willingness to adapt to things around you and be strong enough to be sufficient and proficient in what you are trying to do at GHP. But all that being said, you also can just ask your teacher for nomination if you just really want to go.
Taylor, what should students that are being nominated for dance be prepared for in the GHP process?
Okay, so when it comes to the GHP process for dance, the audition process and interview process, I'd say really make sure you're prepared with what you want to do with your future and your future extravaganzas with dance. Just really know what you want because they are looking for that. And then when it comes to the actual process, dance major is very physically straining, but it is so helpful and the teachers are so extremely supportive. And then you get to do a dance show, which is just incredible, and it's a great experience to meet a ton of other people that share a very similar passion.
Yusra, what are some tips for auditions and interviews in the GHP process?
Okay, so depending on your major or what you're going to go into, there's a different process for everyone. So for example, if you're like a science or if you're a STEM major, you're going to have to take a lot of testing for your specific concentration, and then you're also going to have to have really good speaking skills, because not only are they looking for your academic achievements, but you're also looking for your ability to be social and your ability to excel within your major, but socially as well. I was a visual arts major, so we had a lot of interviewing, but we also had to bring in our art pieces, and we had to be interviewed face-to-face with consideration to our art pieces. And the one thing that they really do look for when it comes to every single major that is a motif for everything is that they look for passion. So make sure that you're very passionate about what you want to do. Bring up how you're gonna incorporate it in your future and what you're gonna do in college and what you're gonna do in the future in your life as well, because that's what they're really looking for out of everything is passion, academic achievements, and social skills.
Audrey, can you briefly share about your experience during GHP?
So overall, my experience with GHP was incredible. Everything about it was amazing. I'd do it all over again. I had the opportunity, since I was a science major, to do a lot of new scientific techniques that I'd never considered before. I got to make a TED Talk with a partner that we had to present to a room of 50 people. We had a giant presentation at the end of it with all the research I'd been doing the entire time about mutations in bacteria. And even just aside from the actual academic part of it, I had a wonderful experience in just the diversity of the people I met, where there were girls from all over Georgia that I became such fast friends with, and we still keep in touch to this day. And we're also talking on a daily basis and everything. And just to see that there are so many people with such an amazing passion for it, it's it felt really connected, and that you finally found the group of people that really get you as a person. And in addition to that, the amount of life skills I learned at GHP, I know how to live on my own, and I feel a lot more better prepared for things in my future, like college and after college education, stuff like that. So it's just overall, the experience was amazing. It was actually just so incredible, and I miss it so much.
What is one thing you wish you knew before starting the GHP process?
Definitely one thing I wish I knew before GHP is that it is nothing like high school. You're going to meet so many different people, even outside of your county, and it is not like high school. You can literally sit down with anybody and have a whole conversation with them, and they'll be open to knowing you because nobody knows anybody, and that's scary, but it's the best feeling to just be able to talk to anybody and they're willing to listen to you and hear your passion, and it's just an incredible experience.
All right, Bella.
One thing I would say people really need to be aware of and learn, and one thing I wish I would have known going into this process, was be open to failure. Obviously, specifically for chemistry, it was very academically rigorous and very challenging, and there was a lot of concepts and things that I didn't really understand going into it, and so I had to accept that I was going to fail. It was destined to happen, and it happened a lot every day, and I just had to grow with it, be open-minded, be flexible, and allow myself to grow and to have the people around me to grow with me and help me grow, not only as a student, but also as a person.
Taylor.
Kind of similar to Bella's answer. I think the thing I wish I knew was, yes, everyone is so extremely talented and so extremely wise and smart there, but don't compare yourself because you made it for a reason, and everyone made it for a reason, and everyone is so supportive of each other, and you build off of each other's strengths rather than constantly competing to be one of the best. And it's truly like so amazing. But I think going into it, a lot of people get in their head about like, oh, everyone's gonna be better than me and all this stuff. But like, it's truly just so, everyone's just so good at working together and combining their strengths, and it's just amazing.
All right,
Okay, so one thing when it comes to what I wish I knew is process-wise, you're not gonna have much time for a lot of like other stuff. You're gonna have to put a lot of time into GHP. If you really want it, you're gonna have to really show that you want it. As an art major, I was painting, I was drawing, I was learning stuff constantly, even before I got in. But just to make sure that like I really showed my passion, I spent a lot of time. I know Kayla knows this too. Like, we spent a lot of time working on our portfolios, making sure that they were up to par, you know? But when going to GHP, the one thing that I wish I knew is like be completely open to talking to people, because the full GHP experience is very reliant on the fact that you need to be social. And if you're not gonna make friends, it's not gonna be fun, especially because there are rules that you have to like stick with people. So the entirety of the program itself really is an opportunity to like meet new people and also connect with other people that you would have never connect with otherwise. Like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Audrey?
I think for me, the one thing I wish I knew was just, it's gonna fly by so fast. Like, everybody who'd gone to GHP that I knew, they told me like, it's gonna fly by, you're gonna miss it. But I didn't really listen to them. I was like, no, it's okay. Like, it's not gonna be that fast, right? But truly, it felt like I got there and then I was leaving the next day. And you really just need to make the most out of like every opportunity, every moment you have. Don't procrastinate any work you have, because you're going to be up till 2 a.m. trying to finish your TED Talk the night before, and things like that will really kill you. But go out, actually have fun while you're there. Don't just focus on the academic portion, because as Yasser said, it's so much more, and there's so much social components of it, and you can meet such amazing people that it's really important to just like really make the most of every moment that you're there.
All right, that wraps up our GHP promotional video. Thank you all GHP finalists for coming out. I appreciate your feedback and supporting our next round of nominated students and sharing about all of your experiences.